hello, and welcome to Season 3 of Community Storytelling. I'm Lissa Kreisler. Love that it is Season 3 because I think I have spoken to maybe 125, 130 people, all with ties to Los Gatos and Montecito. And may I just say, you have wonderful community spirit. And that's why I love sitting here. I learn so much and I meet so many fabulous people. And you're about to meet somebody you're going to be so excited to hear what she's going to tell you. Her name is Mistie Cohen, and she is president of Oren'S Hummus. So when I saw that on my schedule today, I said, okay, that's got to mean just one thing. What does that mean, Mistie?
I'm bringing you hummus.
Yeah, well, I knew you were going to maybe bring me hummus, but you're bringing Los Gatos hummus.
I am.
Oh my gosh!
Yes, we're very excited.
Is that everybody already knows that, or are we breaking
It's so
breaking
interesting
news?
because I'll wear like a sweater that says Oren'S Hummus on it. I'm like a classic car wash, and all of a sudden people are literally stopping me like I'm a celebrity and says, "We're so excited you're coming to Los Gatos."
So-
I'm like, how do you know this already?
So is the signage up?
So signage isn't even up, and the whole town's already talking about it.
So where exactly are you moving?
So we're going on the corner of Main Street and North Santa Cruz Avenue.
What a perfect location!
It's a beautiful building. We're extremely excited.
Now, is that big enough for a sit-down restaurant?
So it is going to be counter, but it still will be sit down.
All right.
But it won't be our full service like our other 5 concepts that we do currently have. It'll be counter service. You'll walk in, order at the counter, but we'll still have people who will bring it. Our team will bring it to the table.
All right. So, big on takeout too. Very big on
Huge
takeout.
on takeout. All of our locations are about 45 to 50% in just to go.
Do you
So-
sell hummus in any retail outlets?
We do. We have a couple where we actually do it at the GGC. We do it in San Francisco at a Galleria. We also are in farmers markets. Depending on the season, we could be anywhere from 5 to 15 of them.
So I'm sort of a newcomer to hummus. When I met my guy, I always feel I'm too old to say my boyfriend. So when I met my significant other almost 8 years ago, I had never tried hummus. I don't know why. I just thought, hummus, garbanzo beans. What do I want to eat that for? And he loves hummus. We have it all the time. All the time. We
very good, it's
whenever
healthy.
it's on an appetizer list of any restaurant. Got to have the hummus.
And I sure hope you're going to say that none has been as good as ours.
Well, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
And when you order a plate of hummus at Oren'S Hummus, you get a plate of
It is.
hummus.
It is.
It's
People
a
are like,
huge
wow, this
plate.
is a huge bowl of hummus.
Now, is there a secret? Do you need special bread, or does anything work with hummus?
You really can use anything. I mean, you can have vegetables. We obviously serve it with pita. We
Yes.
have home. We bake either white, whole wheat, as well as gluten-free. So we cook it fresh on every location.
I don't think I
and you
knew
can do
about
it
the
with
gluten-free.
vegetables. Yeah, I actually have an extreme allergy to it. So about 3 years ago, we brought it to our menu.
And how does it taste?
It actually tastes really good.
Tastes really good, huh? Yeah.
Yes. I'm kind of a big, obviously, connoisseur when it comes to gluten-free items,
So,
so it's good.
you're the president of Oren'S
I
Hummus.
am.
You've got, let's see, well, soon to be Los Gatos,
Mm-hmm.
Mountain View. I'm very familiar with Mountain View and Palo Alto.
Yep.
Haven't been to Cupertino.
And we have San Francisco.
And you have San Francisco.
And we also have a new one 4 months in now called Oren'S Hummus Express, which is in Town and Country in Palo Alto.
Oh, I think I
So,
have walked by that
yes,
one.
It's doing very well.
So now you weren't originally with Oren'S Hummus. That Oren started Oren'S Hummus.
So I kind of was in the beginning.
Yeah?
So Oren is a Silicon Valley angel, and so he invests a lot in tech. He's from Israel.
I did not know that.
And he just really wanted, more than anything, his hometown Israeli cuisine and the way that they make the hummus and all of his favorites. He wanted to bring it to his area, and he lives in Palo Alto. So I own another business called EyeSpy.
Yes, we'll talk about that because I love that.
So I was brought in by a mutual friend to help open the concept, and I was extremely booked at the time. So I said I'll come on in like 6 months. So I referred somebody else who helped him to open it. 6 months later, I joined. So I was part of the initial beginning of it, and it was still supposed to be a part-time thing, just a couple months helping to consult and get the team in place. And 3 months later, him and his wife, who are family and I adore, they came to us and said, you have to stay forever. So can we grow this? We're going to grow this big, and we need you to stay. Become a partner.
So at first was the thought just, I need some hummus in my
Yes,
hometown.
yes,
So
for
let's just
sure.
open a restaurant.
Yes.
And then it got bigger and bigger because it became so popular.
It became very popular very quickly.
So our plans to maybe, I can see you in Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yes,
Interesting.
I
I've
don't
heard a lot, but I haven't heard that one
I
yet.
can see you in Vegas,
I think
on
I
the
possibly
strip.
go anywhere.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
Yes.
I mean, everybody loves hummus.
It's healthy, it's fresh, it's quick, it's easy, it travels well for to go, dine in. You can make it chic and, fun and hip.
Although there's so much more to Oren'S Hummus than just hummus.
Yes, we have a very big chandelier too.
Do you?
Huge.
So-
We have people who literally, I was in Cupertino today, they walk by, come in, take a photo.
Oh, at the Cupertino location.
I'm telling you,
I
have to
got to go
come.
see that one. Are we
Yeah.
going to get a big chandelier in Los Gatos?
We are.
Yeah?
We are.
So
I
that's
will
the
make
in
sure
thing
that that's
now,
kind of
huh?
my thing. I keep
Yeah.
going bigger and bigger and
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah.
As big as the space obviously will allow me to.
And your husband's involved too.
He is.
He's a chef.
Yes.
And quite Chef David.
Chef David.
I'm trying to think because I know he's gotten like stars from
Yes.
different restaurant associations.
He has a
But he
very
doesn't have
intensive
his own
background.
restaurant right now, does he?
Well, he's a chef partner as well.
Yes.
So
at
I
Hummus.
brought him about 6 months after I joined, David joined, and helped to optimize the kitchen and just make it much more smooth, helped to develop a little bit more on the menu side. And it's really all of us. I mean, we're great partners, all four of us together. There's Oren, Nancy, myself, and my Dave. And
Where do you guys live?
David. We live in Santa Teresa area.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you have hummus for dinner every night?
No. We eat it all day.
Yeah, you just nibble
But
on
he
it all
cooks
day.
all the time. He's an amazing
And
chef.
he cooks at home too?
Yes.
Doesn't make you cook?
No, I never have to cook.
And do you ever go to fast food places? I'm always
Fast
curious.
food, no.
I know,
We don't do fast food.
I asked the same question of
So-
Chef David Kinch from
Yeah.
Manresa when I interviewed him. I said, "Do you ever go to McDonald's?" And he looked at me like, "Oh my God,
Yeah.
what did you just say?"
Yeah, exactly.
But he did tell me he will make a bologna
Every
sandwich
once
at
in a while
home.
I'll go to In-N-Out.
Okay, well,
That's my fast food.
I understand.
So,
I understand.
but-
So you have Oren'S Hummus, which is soon to
Yes.
be. When do you think you'll be opening in Los Gatos?
We are hoping April, May. So
Yeah.
that's our goal.
So we'll walk by and are things going on every day?
We're going to start.
Is the
Yes,
shoe
we're
store
starting.
out of there?
It's not. It's still there, and it's probably going to. I would say in the next month or two. I think they're going to start to move over to the Gymboree location.
Ah, we're talking
So-
two of my favorite things: hummus and shoes.
Right?
I,
Maybe we should be able to combine the two.
yes, and throw in some jeans,
Right?
a good pair
And
of
then be all
jeans,
happy.
and I'm in heaven.
Have everything.
I'm in
got your
heaven.
hummus, got your shoes, got your jeans.
So you have this other company, which I think is so interesting, EyeSpy. I love the name.
Thank
What
you.
is? How did you come up with that name?
Well, this kind of sounds a little weird. So I was always told I have really beautiful eyes.
And you do.
Thank you. And so I was actually working in a local restaurant here in Los Gatos called Pedro's. Everybody.
We
in
all
Los
know
Gatos knows
Pedro's.
So
Best-
I was a regional manager for that chain of restaurants.
Oh.
And when Peter was stepping down and selling his company, I was looking into purchasing it, which did not happen, a whole nother story. I decided that I wanted to help restaurants to make things easier. I know how difficult it is to be a restaurant operator. So I started learning and doing trainings and harassment seminars and state required courses and coming in and just helping to optimize and operationally help support restaurants. So first it just became kind of consulting. Then I
How
all of a
did you
sudden,
get so smart on restaurant in the restaurant?
Experience. Just
Experience. Okay, all from Pedro's.
I'm from Hawaii, and I had experience there as well. So-
Which island?
Maui.
Oh,
And then a
nice.
few years in Oahu.
Okay, nice. But EyeSpy, what really attracted me was the mystery
Mystery
shopper
shopping.
concept.
Mhm.
So do you send people out in Los
Yes.
Gatos to Los
Oh,
Gatos
yes.
restaurants?
We work with, I'm trying to think on who we don't work with. We're probably about 80% of the restaurants here in Los Gatos.
And
So
you
I can send you to
Which-
Forbes Mill, have a beautiful dinner,
And when would you like that
like
to
a
be?
$200 certificate.
When would you like me to do
And
that?
you just fill out a form based on your experience, and that goes back to the owners, and then they're able to learn from the experience, and they're able to. We customize it for every restaurant, so it's different from Willow Street to Forbes Mill to, Double D's. Every restaurant will have a different criteria that they want to follow. So you would fill out that form based on your experience, and then they would learn from that.
And is there any giveaway that okay, that person must be, a mystery shopper?
It used to be really easy to determine that because we would always want them to take a photo of the food, or they would make notes, but in today, everybody's on their phone, everyone's doing selfies, everyone's
Right.
taking food photography. No, it's easy. Nobody really does. Unless, I mean, we train our evaluators, what we call evaluators, mystery shoppers as well. So we kind of give them little tests and easier places before they get to a Hotel Valencia, or because we also do hotels. So
Do hotels
yes.
too.
You're like, can I sign up for that
I,
one?
I don't
I always
know.
get that
In
one.
my spare time, I think I could do it
So,
all. I could
right.
do it all. What other restaurants do you want to send me to?
Oh, you name them. I mean, we've been working for 18 years now
And do you have a favorite restaurant in Los Gatos?
in Los Gatos.
I mean, soon it will be Oren'S Hummus.
I feel bad answering that since so many of them are my clients. Then it's like all of a sudden someone's going to say, why didn't you name my restaurant?
So then name them all. Name them all.
Well, Willow Street and Main Street were
Well-
Willow Street was my first client besides Steamers.
And
They were
wasn't
my
your
very
husband
first
a
two
chef
clients.
there at Willow Street?
That's how we met.
That's how you met?
Yes.
We're going to break.
Sounds
We're going to
great.
take you shopping at Leicester Square. Sounds like a plan? Don't go away. Community storytelling coming right back. I'm Lissa Kreisler. Hi, it's Lissa Kreisler. I'm at Leicester Square right here at the corner of Blossom Hill Road and Los Gatos Boulevard. A lot of fun things to do. Ken,
Lisa,
I didn't
so
even
nice to see you.
finish my sentence. I'm so surprised to see you. What are you doing here?
Well, we live close by, and we're taking Rocky to the vet today.
So do you have time for a cup of coffee at Phil's with me afterwards?
Sure. Is it your treat or mine?
It's definitely your treat.
And Rocky's coming too.
Good with me. I am so glad to run into you at Leicester Square. It's one of my favorite places.
It's one of my favorite places too, and we've been to Varenza and Super Duper and Phil's, and we love going here.
And so you know where I live, I have no flowers, so I come here to Leicester Square to enjoy all the flowers. They're gorgeous. So the motto here that Linda Lester coined is meet me at the square, or meet us at the square, or meet your besties at the square. I meet everybody at the square. It's Leicester Square in Los Gatos.
Come on by, and cheers.
Yes. Well, welcome back to Community Storytelling. I'm Lissa Kreisler. I'm with Mistie Cohen, who's talking about the opening of Oren'S Hummus here in Los Gatos, probably May, you said. So what's it like to be a woman in the restaurant industry? For some reason, and I may be dead wrong, but it just seems like it's a male-dominated industry. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I mean, I know, we see hostesses and they're generally women. But I don't know. The
Yeah.
chefs seem to be men. Most
Yeah.
of them seem to be men.
There's definitely a lot more women coming into play.
I think most restaurant owners, I may be wrong, seem to be men. So,
Sure.
I mean, do you have to stand your ground, or you just walk in and bulldoze over everybody?
I hear that often. I haven't had that experience, but even in my EyeSpy business, I'll come in to meet with a client, and most of the time it's 85% men that I meet with that are restaurant owners. So I do agree with that comment that you just made in regards to more men are owners of restaurants. So I've had that experience through my other business. But I think that definitely in the last 5 years, that's changing. I used to have I would probably say almost 100% male managers in my Oren'S Hummus
Yeah.
restaurants. And then in the last 5 years, it just started shifting, and there was more females coming up and wanting to, go into heavier roles like that. I think sometimes the restaurant industry is not easy. It's
Looking
definitely
for
not
that
for
industry that
everybody.
is.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you're working 60, 70 hours
Yeah.
a week. You never get a break. You always are on the phone. You're always troubleshooting something. There's never a dull moment. We're open all the time.
Right.
So there's a lot to go into that. And so I think, a lot of women end up having children. They don't want that headache. They
Right.
can't make that type of a commitment. So I think that might be something where I'm noticing more and more women are having babies either later or not even having babies, or having them younger and then coming into play. So there's a lot of different waves of changes that I've seen as far as the women that are coming to at least come work with
Yeah,
us.
that managerial job seems so tough.
It is. It's
So
very
tough because, like you said, you
Yep.
are doing 60 or 70
Yeah.
hours, and you are the first person who gets called if there's a problem, and if somebody's complaining, they want to
Yes.
speak to the manager. Are managers generally paid well?
No.
I didn't think so.
No, not in the restaurant industry. They don't get paid very well.
Yeah, the restaurant industry is not a high-paying
No.
industry. You make it on
And
your
why
tips.
it's so difficult as well to find great people.
Yes.
So, I mean, there are a lot of jobs that are out there that aren't that high stress, that not that many hours, at least as many as, we expect. You don't have that kind of stress, and you get paid more. So why would you want to go work in the restaurant industry?
Well, look at you.
So
You've been in it forever.
I have. I've been in it forever.
And how did you
So-
even get into it to begin with? Where did you go to college?
Well, I started in Hawaii, and I was living in Oahu, and I was going to college there, and
Talk about restaurants.
yes, exactly.
So
So I
many.
was cocktail waitressing, then I was bartending, and then I moved out here, and then I started being a manager, and then district manager, and then a regional manager, and I went and got a double major and never used it, and here I am today. 6 restaurants,
Yeah.
and 2 more opening up this next year.
So how many children do you have?
I have 3.
3. Do you want them to go into the industry?
No,
Do they help at all?
they did for a little while, but they're both. I have 2. I have an 18-year-old and a
Whoa.
22-year-old.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
you look absolutely gorgeous.
you.
In fact, whoever did your headshot did a wonderful job, but you are much more striking in person.
you.
I mean, you are gorgeous. You walked in here, and yes, your eyes. So I know why you named your company EyeSpy.
EyeSpy.
You have
So.
the eyes.
Thank you.
So are you working 70-hour weeks too?
Not as much, but that's thanks to my team. I have an amazing team in both of my companies. So I have a VP of Ops in both. I have culinary director in my restaurants, as my husband also obviously is involved. And I'm a great communicator.
Yes, you are.
So I communicate well. I follow up. I provide support. I make sure I'm always doing everything I can to ensure that they feel appreciated and acknowledged. And I still hold accountability. And I'm available all the time.
Will we
So
see you in Los Gatos at Oren'S Hummus?
You will definitely see me in Los Gatos.
Is there going to be anything special on the menu to Los Gatos? Like, I don't know, does every city have their own?
can't tell you
perhaps,
that.
though,
Maybe,
huh?
perhaps.
Perhaps.
We have something new that we opened at Express in Palo Alto.
Yeah?
So we're looking at bringing that here as well.
And will you be hiring soon?
Probably not. We'll probably end up hiring usually about a month prior to
Okay,
opening.
so people should keep
So,
their eye out.
Definitely.
Do you like teenagers working for you, over
All.
16? Anybody?
Yep, anybody.
Anybody's good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Well,
All ages,
you will
all
see me a
kinds.
lot. You will see, because I
Okay.
am moving to Los Gatos, and you will see me as a customer.
I'm hopefully moving as well in the next year.
Well,
So
it's delightful to meet you.
it was nice to meet
Mistie
you as
Cohen,
well.
thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Give our best to David.
I will.
And
now.
Oren and Nancy, thank
Yes,
them too
I
for
will.
bringing Oren'S Hummus
Absolutely.
to Los Gatos, because it's going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit.
We're excited.
Community storytelling, I tell you, I love it. And you never know what you're going to hear, and how exciting that we're going to have an Oren'S Hummus right here in town. That's just great. So if you got somebody you want to nominate, do it. Go to kcat.org. It's that simple. And I would love to be sitting next to you and listening to your story. Thank you so much for being with us today on Community Storytelling. I'm Lissa Kreisler.